Alright, this is the Independence mine area. This is where the mine was. You see prospects, loading chutes, etc. I remember those cabins, but these are modern cabins. Somebody's fixed those up. They got new roofs on them, stovepipes. So that's probably somebody's summer home or getaway, second home. Those cabins look like they've been kept up. So this is where the mine was. Alright, welcome to the ghost town of Independence. Geology, elevation 10,900 feet. About 69 million years ago there was a widespread volcanic activity in the mountains of Colorado. Ore-bearing fluid circulated through what is known as the Leadville limestone formation, creating rich mining districts of Colorado. The Aspen silver veins discovered in the 1870s during the Hayden survey originated as part of the process and is considered the most highly faulted region in the state. The most recent glacial period, the Wisconsin Ice Age, ended 10,000 years ago, for in many other landmarks and valleys seen above Highway 82 today. The Rocky Mountains are filled with hundreds of feet of accumulated snow and ice that flow downhill from its own weight, grinding with terrific pressure into river valleys, creating the U-shaped valleys of the Roaring Fork. Look at the steam coming off that sign there, where the sun is headed. Okay, this was Ute territory. Desire for Ute territory became overwhelming when gold was found in 1858. Tens of thousands of prospectors and settlers poured into the mountains. By 1861, Colorado Territory was created, and in 1879, the Roaring Fork Valley was open to prospectors eager to stake their claims. By 1880, the Ute were relocated to 3 reservations. Man, it's quiet up here. Alright, the ghost town of Independence. Legend has it that prospectors discovered the Independence gold lode on July 4th, 1879, giving the town its name. Shortly after, a tent city sprang up, and by the summer of 1880 there were 300 people in camp. The Farwell Mill processed nearly $100,000 worth of gold the first year of operation, making it easy to entice hopeful investors from the east fed by the American dream of striking it rich. In 1882, Independence had 40 businesses and an ever-growing population who either worked for the company or served the traffic between Leadville and Aspen. But the boom was over as quickly as it had occurred. The gold lode proved to be only shallow veins that were exhausted in a few years. You can see with those stakes with the reflectors on them, that shows you how much snow they get. This is a classic U-shaped valley glacier. Restoring the top cut. The top cut of Independence Pass refers to the section of road directly across the valley from this viewpoint. During the 1920s, highway construction and subsequent erosion heavily damaged the slopes above and below the road. so they had to stabilize them. Big cut before, big cut after. Independence Pass Foundation. Alright, you are here. And I hadn't got to the pass. There it is. I'm almost there. Man, it's cold up here. The wind is chilly. Look at the columbine. Gateway to the Roaring Fork Valley. Early settlers. Prospectors from Leadville first journeyed over Independence Pass in the winter of 1879, when precious metals were discovered at Independence town site. Miners and settlers followed, making the pass a well-worn trail into the area. Look at that, man, going up the hump with a wagon. The Roaring Fork Valley, once the summer hunting grounds of the Ute Native Indians, became a major mining district during the 1880s. Sections of an early toll road that carried pioneers and early settlers over the pass are still visible on the steep slopes opposite the viewing area. Oh boy, look at that. What a view. This is a glacier carved valley. Look at the stream, how it kind of meanders and is dammed up. Now, up above on the bank, they have mesh covering it. And the mesh will stop the small rocks, not the big ones. They paved this road. See that mesh? Rocks will come right through that. But it slows them down. Alright, final hump. I think this is it. Look how wide and flat it is up here. Man, my window's in terrible shape. Yes, the sun. I'm so glad to see the sun. Look at that. It is unbelievably calm up here. Look at the water, not a ripple in it, it's a mirror. And very green, that's what surprises me. I don't know what I was expecting. This is roughly 20 miles, 22 miles from Aspen. There's the Continental Divide. They've got some comfort houses here. This is a, I believe, a weather station or communications repeater or something like that. Look how calm it is. It's unreal. So calm, so smooth. And this almost looks like a bog up here. So glad to see the sun and clear skies. Boy, this thin air is tough. Just walking. When I was touring the Jack Daniels distillery warehouse, the aging warehouse, the tour guide, who was had a thick hillbilly accent, he advised everybody to walk slow, breathe deep. And that's what I do at 12,000 feet. It's so much warmer in the sun. Now there's some of the road going down. Boy, this is beautiful. Independence Pass. You can see why they don't allow big RVs or 18-wheelers. Look at that road. And look at the drop-off. Boy, what a nice area. And the wind is calm, dead calm. You can imagine what it's like when the wind's blowing. It'd be much colder with the wind blowing. This is pleasant. I just saw a couple of cyclists coming up the hill around that hairpin turn. Man, I'm gonna tell you, there's some hardcore cyclists up here. Look at that turn. I don't think it's focusing on the walk slow, breathe deep. I don't know what the name of this peak is, but it's a high one. So is the one over here. And just below it, you see a pyramid shape. The cyclist was up there at the restroom. They've gone 17 miles straight up since this morning. 5,000 foot gain in elevation. They're going down to Aspen and then back. I didn't ask them where they're from, but it sounded like Australians or New Zealanders. I would have been laying on the ground gasping for breath. They didn't even look winded. Well, I left my... Alright, I got it in second gear. Lake County. Here's the hairpin, and it's a doozy. 10 miles an hour, no guardrail.